Hello, we've made our way to the Town Hall in Ferdinand, Indiana, and we're going to be talking with Chris James, who is the town manager. And Chris, welcome to the show. Let's first of all talk about, I'm sure you're excited, you have a new utilities manager.
Yes, we do, Bill. Steve Becker was officially hired by the town council at our regular July meeting. We'd been without a utility superintendent since mid-April, and we had gone through the application process, had a couple of better options, and then brought in Steve for the initial interview, and he did very well. The fact that he used to work for the town, lives in Ferdinand, he's very familiar with just the setup of everything. Having worked for us, he knew the I guess you call the structure of everything. Some things have tweaked a little bit since he departed, but nothing that would be too hard for him to catch up to speed on without too much trouble. So we're happy to have him on board. I believe everything goes according to Hoyle. His first day will be on the 31st, and we're going to pitch him right into the midst of a lot of different projects with water and electric activity.
Yeah, and Steve's a pretty good guy, too.
Yes, he is. He was very personable in our interview. He asked of us questions, very good questions as well, in terms of where we saw things going, and talked about equipment and different projects, things that he had been looking at doing when he worked for the town initially, and he's going to try to, in a sense, pick up some of those loose threads and start that process going again.
Now, within the county, there's always discussions, no matter what town you're in, about housing and affordable housing, or just housing for certain price ranges, whether they be medium, high, or low. How is the housing situation in Ferdinand?
It's improving. As folks come into town or go through town to the north side, we have the Royal Ridge apartment complex. The first building is up, and exterior-wise, pretty well finished. The interior still has work to do on that, but that's Randy and Dakota Begley doing that project. Randy's well known in town for the work he's done in terms of housing, duplex buildings. Usually when he builds something, it is sold, or in terms of rentals, spoken for before it's even finished. We anticipate that as well with this structure. It's the first of a planned 4 units on that site. The first 3 would be 12 apartment complexes. The fourth would be an 18-unit facility, and they'll be built on an as-needed basis. He's not going to build 4 buildings and then leave them sit empty until we fill them. We'll fill them as we go, but that should be open late this fall, early winter time. That is, I guess, the most visible aspect of housing right now in town. We're working with a young developer, possibly getting some land to construct homes on, actual residences. He's been working with a landowner for well over a year, trying to negotiate price point, a number that makes the landowner happy, makes the developer happy, to where he can still do his business. He's been in contact with the council, at least with Ken Seacard, in terms of what can the town do to assist him, and we've given him some suggestions, but he needs to acquire the property first, and then we can go into more detail on how we can help out with infrastructure for utilities, streets, and that type of thing.
Will these be more like in the middle range homes?
That part I'm not sure yet. I would anticipate so, just to get affordable housing in. I know Huntingburg with the Hunters Crossing project, that's what is described as the workforce housing, and that's a little bit of a lower price point. I would expect our price point on those homes to probably be in that range, or maybe a little higher, a little bit nicer structure, but still affordable for any age range, not just the 40-plus people, but someone looking to get a good starter home that they can make into a long-term location.
All right. Well, Chris, anything else you'd like to add?
Reminder, the Ferdinand Folk Festival is about a month and a half away. Mark your calendar, Bill, please.
I already got it down.
We've got a couple of fundraising activities coming up on Sunday, August 6th. At the St. Benedict's Brewwork Theater. We have Jason Wilbur in. It's a 70-seat location, so this is very limited seating. It starts at 4 p.m., doors open at 3. Go to the website, ferdinandfolkfestival.com. Buy your tickets in advance. There will not be ticket sales at the door, so we're doing everything in advance. And then on Saturday, August 19th, we're having our singer-songwriter showcase. That's going to be at the auditorium of Forest Park High School. That starts, I believe, at 6 p.m., so you can check the website for information on that as well as we draw closer. And then when that is done, we'd be basically a month away from the Folk Festival, which is Saturday, September 16th.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. Good luck with things in the town of Ferdinand.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. This has been Monday with the manager, Chris James of town of Ferdinand. Stay tuned. We've got more here on 18 WJTS. We're local people watching local people.